Diego Simeone's game management helped Atletico get the 3 points they aimed for, even against Barcelona's pauseless attack and relentless pressing. In this video, we will recreate in eFootball the tactics Cholo used against Barcelona, and we will analyze how he used 3 different formations that ultimately got them the result they wanted. Barca started the game with insane high pressing and a formation of 4-3-3 instead of the usual 4-2-3-1, allowing Pedri to attack higher up the pitch. Atletico played a conservative 4-4-2 as a response. 4-4-2 allowed Atletico to maintain a good defensive width without giving up the whole midfield to Barcelona. But their 4-4-2 wasn't rigid. When Barcelona tried to overload the width, Atletico's formation occasionally became a 5-3-2, with either Juliano or Gallagher tracking back. In eFootball, it's like giving man-marking instructions to the 2 wide midfielders in order to always chase down Balde and Rafinha. But 4-4-2 has its own weakness. The space behind the 2 central midfielders is easily exploited, especially if the wide midfielders haven't come back yet to defend yet. Pedri and Gavi's genius moves helped them exploit this zone, and resulted in a brilliant goal. After the first goal, Atletico started to challenge Barcelona's offside trap more. They tried to gather multiple players near the offside line, and then initiated long passes and counterattacks. Gallagher almost acted as a third forward. In eFootball, it can be recreated like this. Use long ball counter tactic. After regaining possession, instead of making passes quickly, wait until the teammates are close to the offside line, then make a long pass to them to initiate a counter. The second half started, and Cholo changed his formation to a 4-3-1-2. Alvarez started playing wider, with Gallagher being the attacking midfielder and De Paul being a left central midfielder instead of playing on the right side. Gallagher's presence in the middle had 2 missions: pressing Casado and making runs beside Griezmann during counters. In eFootball, it's like giving the AMF a man-marking instruction against the lone DMF, as well as an attacking instruction. The change in formation was very risky, because it became even more difficult for Atletico to escape the high press. The space beside Barrios, the defensive midfielder, became even larger. But high risk, high reward. De Paul's long pass allowed Alvarez to attack the space behind Koundé, with 2 other passing options in the box at the end of his run. In a 4-3-1-2, the wide midfielders can make runs from behind. De Paul got a chance and didn't miss. This is a very typical 4-3-1-2 counterattack that can be replicated in eFootball.
De Paul, and here's Griezmann, and he hits Griezmann!
After the equalizer, Cholo decided to sit deep. But to everyone's surprise, he wasn't just satisfied with 1 point. He switched to a 5-3-2 formation, with Molina and Sorloth in, one being a speedy wingback and the other being a tall traditional center forward. Their substitution foreshadowed Atletico's victory. The 5-3-2 allowed Atletico to defend the wide areas near the box better, but it also gave Barcelona more chances and possession. The formation even became a 5-4-1 towards the end, with Julian joining the midfield. However, if Cholo was an eFootball player, this is what he did. He gave attacking instruction to the right back, Molina. In the last minute of the game, Balde was exhausted after running for 95 minutes, but Molina still had fresh legs. De Paul's calmness allowed Molina to easily leave Balde behind. We all knew what happened after. It could be a very effective tactic in eFootball too. Sit back and defend with a 5 at the back, then use a super sub wingback and give him attacking instruction against the opponent wingback who's exhausted. Genius move by Cholo. That's it for today's tactical recreation. If you enjoy, please subscribe, like, and share.